Yo, Mr. Toffee here of SoundScape, and E3 2016 is close by. There's gonna be some megaton news bombs and announcements going on. There's already rumors of new consoles being revealed, like the new PS4.5 or the Xbox Scorpio. We're not even done with the lifespans of the current ones in the first place. This is just absolutely bonkers. That's what I love about this annual show, how it can pull the rug from below us in the first place. So, based on possible rumors and confirmed showcases, I'm gonna tell you what my top 10 anticipated games are from this special week. Just a disclaimer, this is all speculation, and I'm probably gonna be off the mark here, like way off. But like I said before, expect the unexpected from this show. If that's it, let's begin. Alright, so the first Dishonored, that was a really great non-linear action game. You can either go in really quiet, or you can go in like guns a-blazing, all chaotic, anarchy-like. And yeah, it has like two really great endings depending on which path you take. The path of silence, the path of, being stealthy, or the path of mass destruction. Now, the second game, you get to control both the main character, Corvo, as well as Emily, who's now grown up and has about the most similar kind of powers as Corvo, except I believe she got really some cooler moves here. Yeah, the second trailer really got me really stoked. With all the fighting, the new kind of tech that it's gonna introduce, it'll be pretty cool to see what Bethesda is gonna show off here. I'm just curious to hear how Corvo talks.
Tomorrow's mine.
When I saw this action game from Hideki Kamiya last year, it was just something really new. I mean, I played Bayonetta, I've played Devil May Cry. They're more like single player experiences, like you don't really have a partner per se to help you out. Here you do. You have a big ass 80-ton, 20-30 feet dragon helping you out. This is like Pete's Dragon but done by Platinum Games with steroids. You get to use some of his powers, and it's all like you're all fighting in one big field, outdoors or even indoors. Something tells me this is like based off the fight from Bayonetta 2, where you had Bayonetta fighting against the Lumen Sage, and both of them actually summoned your spells, your summons per se. I'm not sure what the technical term is, but they're summons, yeah. And they're just huge, and they're just fighting in the background while Bayonetta and the Lumen Sage are fighting in the foreground. This seems more like an extension of that, and the fact that your main character looks a bit hip in this old England medieval fantasy kind of world, it'll be pretty interesting. I also noticed a bit of the soundtrack. In the regular fights, you're gonna hear some techno-industrial motif, and then when you're fighting the big guys, it becomes more dramatic. I just hope that consistency is there for the soundtrack. But hey, I just want to see more stuff from Platinum Games, considering the last game was kind of like, not really a total piece of shit, but yeah, it's not so good, no. Oh well. For those who don't know, NieR is just one of those oddball RPGs where the story is just goes all over the place, and the gameplay, like, it mixes really cool shoot 'em up / action RPG gameplay with, well, actually that's just it. Yeah, it just mixes them so well, like you fight stages in different perspectives here and there. It just goes bonkers midway and to the end, like especially at the end. You actually complete this game a multiple bunch of times to see the true ending. Now the second game, yeah, you're controlling like the main robot and you're fighting other robots too, or maybe helping them out. I can't really tell from this, from the past trailers I've seen, but damn, that's what I like about this franchise. It just will throw a bunch of curveballs right at you and you don't know how to react. And the fact that Platinum Games is actually handling the half of the game, the mechanics, the fighting, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this. I really can't wait to see what they're gonna show off next in Square Enix's E3 presentation. I just hope it's not a snore fest like the last one. The first Red Dead Redemption, it was Wild West open world action gold. Sort of Wild West because it was set during the industrial age, when that bit of history creeped in. Red Dead Redemption was a game about a cowboy father doing a lot of killing in order to set his family free. Now this second one, I have not heard news about it. I've only heard just a bit of buzzes and whatnot from different people who actually work around England and Scotland, just little rumors here and there, but If it's basically just a redsed up version of the first game, I'm already happy, but I mean, if you've seen Grand Theft Auto 5, that was like, as much as the story wasn't revolutionary, the gameplay and the 3 character switching was, at least for the franchise. So if I just see that, plus if they actually learn the mistakes from the script writing from the 5th game, and when they make Red Dead Redemption 2's story all the more better, and more thoughtful, and keeps a family theme like in the first game, I'm more than happy. Hopefully Rockstar would start making an announcement just a few days before E3. Yeah, you kinda knew this was coming. I mean, everyone and their mothers are waiting for the next Legend of Zelda game. The one that's coming out for the Wii U. You know, the one that looks like Skyrim a little bit, very open-ended, but still has that Nintendo touch to it. You know, come to think of it, this might be the first game we'll see from Nintendo that may have unintentional bugs, you know, the kind that makes us laugh and cherish open world games. Just based on what we've seen Link riding a horse, fighting like a big monster and just roaming around the world. It's just so beautiful. I'm guessing it's just gonna cater to the more open-ended nature of the Legend of Zelda series. I mean, we know this whole game is all linear based whenever you go inside the stage. You know, like you just pick the special MacGuffin item, you use it against the boss, and then you use those combination of items for the last boss, and even like the mid-boss. Hopefully, I'm guessing they're gonna focus more on the open-ended aspect, like you take a bunch of multiple quests here and there, and then you get to use your items. I mean, it's more it'll still be more Metroidvania, much like people think, and have played since Twilight Princess, since Ocarina of Time. So, I can't wait to be surprised by this. So back when the Xbox 360 came out, everyone was all up in arms with Lost Planet and Gears of War and the upcoming Halo 3. Now, the one game that really kept me up all night playing the Xbox 360, apart from Viva Pinata, it was Crackdown 1. My god, this was actually the game that was created by the guys who did the original Grand Theft Auto games. And to see them do this like revved up, super powered, super heroic version of an open world game, yeah, it's just great. You know, like you just have one guy carrying another car with a guy inside this car, and then you have super powered jumps. Oh, that whole bit where you can collect orbs all throughout the city, that's a really good time waster. Now this third one, it blew my socks off. Jesus. Wow, just the applications you can do with the Xbox One and having stuff just crashing down in real time and blowing up bits and pieces of concrete and buildings. There's a lot of destructibility going on, just like with Red Faction Guerrilla, except bigger, on a bigger scale, and with your cop guys jumping around and with like 30 feet up in the air like Hulk or something. It was just so good. It sounds really exciting, and I really hope they announce a release date for this year. Honestly, I have no idea what the heck's coming out, but hey, if this one just comes out, it might be a possible system seller depending on how the marketing's done, but assuming that there's no big surprises from open action game creators, I think Crackdown 3 is just gonna do just fine. Alright, there's a bunch of rumors floating around that Injustice 2 might be announced just before or during E3. Well, I love the first Injustice. I mean, I commentated for this game. I played this game in tournaments. It's just gonna need to do what Mortal Kombat 10 did. Maybe have limited interactables, just that same fighting style, maybe variations for different superheroes, just like Mortal Kombat 10. It's a no-brainer here. I mean, Injustice, for all of its slight faults here and there, it had a great single-player campaign. Its fighting system is solid, and it's just fun to play as Superman and Batman beating the heck out of each other. Oh, and my top picks for new characters for the second game are Starfire, Beast Boy, Blue Beetle, Captain Cold, Azrael, and Darkseid. Well, I can't really pick. I'm gonna have to put two games on one spot because one is already confirmed and the other is a rumor. We definitely know that Rare is actually doing an open world game called Sea of Thieves. Basically, it's pirates. Imagine The Division, an action RPG, except with pirates and ships. More colorful graphics. I'm actually looking forward to that. Hopefully they show a lot more gameplay in E3 and during Microsoft's press conference. And the other rumor, yeah, I heard that there might be a new Battletoads game. Wow, that might be good. Will it be a DLC title? Will it be like a half-price title, you know, an Xbox Live thing? Who knows? Look, if they just make like a remake of it, like with better controls and more fair gameplay, while still keeping the challenge. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, Rare has been up the creek with Kinect games. They're not being used to their fullest potential. Thank God this year it's changing. So the guys who made Killzone are creating a game that's about a cave woman with a bow hunting robot dinosaurs and giant metal beasts in a giant metal forest in the far future. Yep, sign me up. So last year, a lot of people were wowed with Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, the trailer did its job. It just showed the gameplay, it showed the main character, it showed all the badass moments here and there. Wow, it just blew my mind what you can do here and there. So what's gonna happen at E3? Well, hopefully there's a playable build, maybe multiplayer, maybe they're just gonna focus more on single player because it looks more story driven. We're gonna see another trailer with more content here and there, hopefully a release date. I'm gonna guess early next year. All I like to see is just more surprises, more secrets here and there. Hopefully they can bring it down for Game Start. That's an Asian show that's happening in October. It's nice to see a new IP being published by a big company like Sony. Just great that they're taking chances here and there. I mean, with The Last Guardian, The Last of Us, and a few others as well. Oh, while we're talking about Sony, I've got another honorable mention. Crash Bandicoot. Naughty Dogs. Make it happen. Please. The RPG every weebo is waiting for? Man, the Persona series, they're really good. I mean, I love the third one, but I absolutely adore the fourth one. With really great characters, a really interesting scenario, and a very innovative social link gameplay. And pretty cool combat too, as well as the discovery of different endings and different pathways here and there. Now this fifth one, you're actually in a city, and you're playing the role as Thieves. So what goes beyond that, I'm not too sure, but wow, just looking at that trailer, it's like so stylish. All the main characters, their personas, even that talking cat. It's got the whole nuances here and there that makes everyone just excited for this upcoming release. I know that the Japanese version is coming out soon. I'll probably just play a little bit of that. Maybe give my 2 cents on it. But yeah, with the English one like coming in sooner, around the same few months or so, hopefully at the end of the year, hopefully the localization team, they're talented and quick to actually get it out before Christmas, or at Christmas. I expect this game to surprise us like tenfold, with a lot of surprise plot points, a really cool overarching theme of its thievery mechanic and its like Robin Hood style storyline, and have memorable characters that will cosplay and even, write fanfic about in the future. So here's to you, Atlus. Hope you get this game out in English for us JRPG fans.